It is crazy busy today. So welcome to another vlog. Today is the 15th of June and officially all non-essential shops in the UK can open for business, which is great for the economy, great for everyone who's stuck inside and wants to do some shopping. Fantastic. So today I've come to the wonderful Bicester Village, as it is local to us and probably one of the largest tourist destinations in the UK. I think after reading the website, it said there's about 7 million visitors every year come to Bicester Village. A third of those are international. So I expect today to be quite busy. Without international shoppers being here, it may be quieter than normal, but a lot of people love Bicester Village. A lot of people come. I queued to get in this morning. The shop's open at 10. It's 10:15, 9:46 to be precise, and there's already queues. The car park is filling up. Like other attractions and places around the UK, there are restrictions in place to coming today. Bicester Village do recommend you come shopping on your own if you have to come at all. And if it's not an essential trip, should you be coming? They do question you. They are being pretty good with digitally checking people's temperature upon entry. I'll try and show you that as much as I can. And I think they're turning away people who do have a fever. I'm not too sure what they're classing as a fever, what the temperature is, but I'll tell you that as well. Everything is being deep cleaned on a regular basis. I hear that there are some perspex screens up at tills, things like that. People are being told to keep a 2-meter distance from one another. Masks aren't mandatory, but I have my mask just in case. Has to be Disney, doesn't it? Yeah, food outlets are open, but they're only serving takeout. Which is understandable, so I'm going to try some of that today as well, see how I get on. Bicester Village have stated that they're not giving out any maps today. All maps have to be seen digitally via the app. And something quite cool is they're doing a virtual queue system for the store, so you don't have to wait in line and be unnecessarily infected, if that's the case, I guess, and unnecessarily near people. So yeah, I think that's with the app. You go and you scan a QR code, and you get a return time, and you come back to the shop at that time, and I'm guessing they let you in as soon as the store's clear. So yeah, we'll see how that works. I'll try that, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not too sure how they're going to do entrances, because there's more than one way into Bicester Village, so we'll see how they do that. I don't know yet. Anyway, the place is filling up. I don't want to be queuing for too long, so I'm going to get going. Wish me luck. So for those of you who don't know, Bicester Village does have its own train station, and people do normally come in from up that ramp there, and they'll come down here and follow the signs this way through the car park towards Bicester Village. And I have noticed that there is already 2-meter spacing on the floor, which is really, really good. So all the way from back here, right in the car park, they're already prompting people to keep 2 meters apart, which is nice. And over here they have guest code of conducts too on the way in, so you can see what's going to happen. It just tells people about thermal scanning, hand hygiene, social distancing, contactless payment as well, which is a big one. I think the ATMs here are open to get cash out, but preferred payment method is still contactless. This is the queue to get in. So as I said, very busy. Okay, so I just went through temperature scan, and that was really, really quick actually. I just basically walked through a tent. The guy didn't even have the infrared gun pointing at us. It's like it was on the floor on like a tripod, like pointing upwards, and people just walk through slowly and it takes your temperature. So that was really, really quick. Yeah, so that was a really good, easy process. But yeah, everyone's urged to keep 2 meters apart. Staff seem friendly, staff seem happy. So yeah, so far so good. So that tent just there is the temperature scanner that I've just been through. As you can see, people are waiting here outside certain stores already. But you can also see down here we've got markings on the floor for 2 meter distancing, even here in the shrubberies. their stuff everywhere, so they're nice and prepared for people to come and shop today, which is really nice. I will say as well that the pandemic did have an effect on a lot of shopping outlets. I say shopping outlets, a lot of retailers, should we say. Some of the ones affected here, I think, are Cath Kidston. They've got an outlet store here, but it's my understanding that that outlet store is staying open, but it's high street stores that are closing. So I'm going to run in there today and see what the deal is. I'm stood next to LK Bennett, right next to me. I know they've been in administration for about a year now, I think, if I remember rightly. But they're still going strong, and I think this is one of the only stores, again, that's open. It might be the only store that's actually open. I'm not sure. And Donna did remind me that today is opening day for the Christian Louboutin outlet store, and I think that's the only one in the UK. So that could be another reason why it's so busy today. So now we're in the village, you can see that, yeah, social distancing is being attempted, but for the most part it's kind of going out the window. We'll see how it goes as the day goes on. So just another update for everybody here. I've just been halfway through the village and Cath Kidston is just there. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's open. I thought it would have been today. They said most of the boutiques would be open. I thought Cath Kidston would have been one of them because of them having stock to get rid of. But hey, they're not open today. Unless they've changed plot, I don't think they have. But I'll, yeah, if I see it, I'll keep you updated, but it looks like they're closed. Now I'm filming this section once I've left Bicester Village, because right after the clip you just saw, I was pretty much escorted out by Bicester Village. Not escorted out, that's not fair. But because I had the gimbal holding my phone up, they weren't very happy with that, and they said, you know, no commercial filming inside Bicester Village. And I was stopped already by security when I came through the gates, and they said, this is for personal use, right? And I said, yeah, obviously it was. But then the second guy stopped and said, you know, there's no filming at all. And I said, well, I've had two conflicting pieces of information. So they marched me from one end of Bicester Village to the other to get some clarification. And one of the managers there basically just said, put the gimbal away, because they don't like, it's private property, so they don't want you filming if you're going to potentially be commercial. So they said, if you put the gimbal away, you can keep doing what you're doing and you won't get stopped. However, I did notice a lot of eyes on me, and there was a lot of security walking around. Like, I'm sure they had my description and they were following me, because there was quite a few. Even when I went to get my noodles, like, as a couple of guys walked in the shop, looked at me, pretended they weren't, walked and spoke to the manager and something or other, and then walked off. And I thought, okay. That was a bit shifty. Like, yeah, they definitely were watching me because they didn't want me to film too much. But hey, it's all about the experience. Nothing like being a rebel, huh? So yeah. So the next bits you'll see will be a bit shakier because they're not on the gimbal. It's just me filming with my phone in my hand, which isn't ideal, but needs must. So I've just stopped off in prep for a flat white. This is probably my first coffee in 12 weeks. So I am super excited. It's my first coffee, my first takeout coffee. So I'm going to sit and enjoy this without children. And again, it is crazy busy today. So a lot of these stores are operating the electronic queuing system, but I think it hasn't really been advertised as incredibly well, because it seems to be falling down. It's very busy everywhere, and there's a lot of queues right in the centre of the walkway, especially going to places like Gucci and what have you. So yeah, I'm not too sure how they're going to fix that, unless they kind of make people download the app before they come into Bicester Village, because dang, It's crazy. So as you can see, the mask is now on. From what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing, I don't think the guys who own Bicester Village were expecting to be as busy as it was today. A lot of the stores have limits as to how many people you can have inside, and yeah, without that, or with that, queues form outside, and even with virtual queuing there seems to be a lot of people wandering around, so social distancing is really, really difficult. And as you can see behind me, it's just it's really, really difficult to keep a distance. I mean, the shops are doing what they can. I've been into a couple, but they've been very strict about me filming, so I can't really film too much. But yeah, it's I haven't tried the virtual queue system because the app seems to be having some issues and the queues are really, really long. So I'm not going to try that today. I might come back in the week and try that if it's a bit quieter, but not today. See, I'm just sitting here now with my coffee, just chilling out and taking in the sun and people watching, which is something I haven't done in a long time. So that feels really good. So I've decided to stop into Shanxi for some noodles, and they're cooking it up for me now. Should be about 5 minutes. They're doing takeout only, so people are just waiting in here for their takeout, and then we go. But yeah, really helpful. Card only. As you can see, there's perspex here behind the till, so you order there at the front door, and yeah, they bring the food out to you when it's done. So I have just got out of Shanxi with my chicken noodles, so now I'm going to try and find somewhere to eat them. I'm not sure that's going to be easy. I could just sit here, to be fair, but I feel quite exposed. See if I can find somewhere a bit more intimate. So in the time that I've been in Bicester Village, which is an hour and about 15-20 minutes, the car park is full up. It is extremely busy in there. As I said, I don't think anybody expected it to be as busy. So yeah, things are a bit crazy here today. Okay, back in the car, mask is off. It is very warm today as well, which doesn't help. Really humid. Mask was fine actually, that wasn't a problem. I think it was just the amount of people around, which made things quite hot as well. Thoughts? I don't think Bicester Village expected today to be as busy as it is. I know that people like Bicester Village and people like to shop, but that was crazy. Considering it's a Monday and the car parks are full up. I did notice the Bicester Village buses are running, which means they're also running from, I can imagine, the Park and Ride and the centre of Bicester, and Bicester North train station, which is a different train station to the Bicester Village one. So if you're coming in from Birmingham or from a different line, you can get a shuttle bus from that station here. But that's all running. Yeah, it seems a little bit nuts. So, even as I was walking around, they were still putting stickers out to encourage social distancing, 2 meters from here, use contactless payment. I think as more of a reminder to people, because I think when you step into an environment like that and there's a lot of people around shopping with you and everyone's kind of breaking the social distancing rule, it's really easy to fall into that yourself and fall into that trap. I heard a couple of people challenging the members of staff, saying, listen, these weren't just the shop, the retail assistants either, these were the managers walking around with their lanyards. They said, listen, you're letting too many people in, you've got to stop it. And I think they were trying to come up with a plan. I mean, it is opening day, you've got to give them some credit. Like, I don't think they, as I said, they didn't expect it to be this busy, and no one can predict what the crowd levels are going to be like at all. But I think today gives them an opportunity now to kind of change this for the coming weeks until at least the distancing rules are reduced and things change. But I didn't even get a chance to sit and eat my takeaway. It's here in the car. I couldn't really find anywhere good to eat. The table that I walked past was empty, and then I went back and it was full, and there were no other places to eat. So when they say you need to take away your food, you take it away. Like, you can't eat there at all. I didn't see another Cath Kitson store. That's definitely closed. That's at the moment anyway, for the time being. Yeah, a few shops weren't open, but for the most part I think they were all open, and the ones that weren't open that I saw were opening a bit later on, just different opening hours, I guess. But yeah, all in all, it was a good day, a very successful day, I can imagine, for Bicester Village. They seem to be bringing in a lot of people walking with bags. There's a lot of money going in. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the infection rate in coming days, because if this is happening all over the country, not everywhere's as popular as Bicester Village, mind you, but if these shops are opening all over the country, I'll be very interested to see how that infection rate goes up. So yeah, but now I'm going to drive home and I'm going to eat my takeaway. As you can see, I'm back home, and now I'm going to sit and enjoy my noodles. In the end, I got chicken noodles with vermicelli. It's really good, a big portion size considering that's the size of my hand. Chopsticks and a fork with a couple napkins. So I'm going to dig in. I'll let you know how I got on. As you can see, there are no noodles left. The noodles were real good. So yeah, highly recommend that. Shanxi. Comment below if I said that wrong. So I'm now going to go and edit this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this nice little trip to Bicester Village. Please comment down below, let me know what you thought of opening day, whether you're from Bicester, whether you're from a nearby area or from out of town. Looking at the crowd levels, let me know what you think. Yeah, like the video if you see fit, subscribe for more videos, and hit the little bell notification so that you get notifications whenever our videos go live. Thanks very much.